Okay. All right. Just gonna wait for some people. I never do, like, whenever I do these live streams, they're always spur of the moment, aren't they? They're always very spur of the moment. Yeah. Anywho. Just gonna wait for people. Oh, one person. Just gonna start this. I haven't done a live stream in months, so, and this is the first time I've done it with the new camera. So I see how this will all play out. We got about 5 people. Let me know who you are in the comments, please. Let me know in the comments below. Hello, Steven. Yeah, I have heard about the Warner Brothers Paramount merger. It's nothing official yet. I kind of don't want it. We wouldn't be in this mess if it weren't for, Zaslav being the fuckhead that he is. And the thing of it is that I want to have studios not buy each other out. Like, I hate these studio buyouts and mergers and whatnot, because the thing is that, when you have competition that makes you grow and want to do more and something different to make you want to compete against the other person, show why you should, why you should check out their shit over theirs. Why do you think Disney and Universal have been really, like, Universal's been on the attack, theme park wise, for, like, they're on the move because they smell blood in the water with Disney and how lackluster they've been park wise. And also, like, I get it on one hand, like, it is on the idea of, like, it could be a cool idea, but I just don't want it. I just don't like but again, Zaslav fucked shit the bed so hard. There's got to be a merger, and Paramount does seem to have, like, it has its own struggles. But yeah. Anyway, so hello, Bill. Just waiting for some more people to show up in the comments. Yeah. Drinking my H2O. Always remember to hydrate. God knows I didn't today. That's the first water I've had all day. Yep. Yeah, they're going ham on Disney. Universal, if you guys don't know, and probably if anyone was rewatching, in Britain, like, legit, like, I think it was, if I remember reading the report right, it was like in smack dab in the middle of, like, Thorpe Park and Blackpool and Alton Towers, like, all of Britain's major theme parks. Now, they haven't said it's going to be a theme park. They haven't even said, like, they're going to do anything. There is a good chance, because there was a time in, I think, the 90s where they were going to do Universal Studios Orlando, but that plan fell through. So it could be that they could just go back and sell the land again or do nothing with it. I have a feeling, though, they could be doing something, because they clearly want to have, like, territory in Europe, and there are they're going to be a stone's throw away from Disneyland Paris. So, and they already showed they're not afraid of, like, Six Flags in with the Texas project. So yeah, I'm not a wrestling fan, so sorry. I got nothing for you there for Steven. But yeah, going back to like the Universal Studios thing, that was the that just kind of shows that they're basically like Universal Studios is putting their dick on the table and saying your move to not just Disney but to everybody, and it's exciting, really. Like it's kind of like I had that opposite thing of this is what I want to see is you like like what's Disney's move now? They're wounded, but they're not out. They're Disney, for crying out loud. I hate videos so much as like, oh, Disney went woke, now they're going broke. Fuck off. You know how much money Disney makes? The problem is that they haven't really had a game plan since they have not really. Oh, hey Chris, what's up, man? They have not really had a game plan since since Bob Chapek. Like when Iger left the first time, they didn't have. They were like Iger thought Chapek was going to be like a good successor. The problem was Chapek was a fucking idiot, and they've been struggling hard. And then the writer strike didn't help because Iger just showed his true colors right there. So therein lies the problem, really, is that Iger kind of showed his true colors. Marvel, Star Wars, all of it has been kind of like, it's all been systematically hit, and people are just doom and gloom. And I do think personally it's overblown. But having said that, though, I do think that Disney has taken a hit, and it's the getting up process that's hard because Iger clearly is now out of touch. He is now like Iger, from what I've seen so far, and it could change. It could honestly change. But from what I've seen so far with Iger since he's come back, is that he has become what Michael Eisner became at the end of his career, where it's more penny pushing, it's more penny pinching, it's more ego, it's all of that. It's very much like when, Eisner was about to leave and Iger was going to take in, and then now we're seeing that again. For all we know, we don't know who's going to be in charge of Disney, because I don't think Iger is going to be around for much longer, the way he's going. So yeah, that's just my ramble. Thoughts on Ninja Turtles and April finally meeting Daredevil because of Fortnite? I like it. I'm excited to I haven't played Fortnite games in a while, and it's not because I own Fortnite. I actually have made myself. I don't want to buy. Yeah, the writer strike's over. But getting back to my question, yeah, I don't play Fortnite, and I make it a rule not to get Fortnite, because if I do, I'm going to be distracted, and I only have so much time because of my job that I need to do other stuff. This, YouTube, writing for my book, and other stuff. If I know me, I know that I'm going to lose time if I get it full time. So I just play Fortnite whenever I'm at my girlfriend's house, because she doesn't have a lot of time to play it, so I just level grind for her. And it's also fun to play as Bender, because I just love having the idea of like, oh yeah, doing a Bender, y'all, bam, kill all humans. All right. So this stream, since we've got enough people here, if you're wondering what the stream is about, the Winter Solstice stream. First of all, happy Yule to you all. Happy Winter Solstice to all of you. Tonight is the official day of winter, which for me is always December 1st. But in the old days, this is the longest night of this is the longest night of the winter year. We won't see this again, and then the longest day is the summer solstice. But yeah, the winter solstice is here. It's the longest night. Hopefully, it'll be a very cold night. And so happy Yule to you all. But yeah, with most of these live streams, I usually do unboxings of packages my friend Chris, aka the Mount Vernon Kid, had sent to me. But I had already opened those boxes, because I couldn't wait, but I wanted to show off what I got and what you'll be seeing in future comic reviews. So let's get started with the first one, Predator Predator Day of the Hunter. This is volume 1 of Marvel's Predator books. Very excited for this. I've been waiting for this, and Chris has been really talking it up. I'm looking forward to this. I heard it's violent, and the Alien books have been really good so far from Marvel, so this should be good. This should be good. All right, moving on. Next one, Star Wars Yoda. This is the 10-issue Star Wars Yoda book. Obviously, this was one that Chris said, "Hey, I just got this for you on a whim," and I'm like, "Yeah, cool." Yoda, always a fun character to see, and this is supposed to talk about like Yoda during his time on Dagobah, and also the like lost adventures of Yoda. I'm really excited for it because apparently he goes into the cave that Luke went into in Empire Strikes Back, so it explains that part of the story. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. I also love that like everything's flip flop, like everything's backwards. See. Next up, we have Wolverine by Ben Percy, Volume 2. I really love Volume 1. And Ben Percy has been really good. Chris did say he was going to be sending me Ghost Rider, so that'll be fun. This looks like it's going to have more to do with the vampire stuff that was in Volume 1, so that's going to be cool to see that extended more. Next up, we have Doctor Strange, The Life of Doctor Strange. This is from Jed MacKay, and Jed MacKay is becoming one of my favorite writers at Marvel, and I really loved his Death of Doctor Strange, as well as the Clea era, the short-lived Clea era of Doctor Strange, where Clea took over as Master of the Mystic Arts. And this is Strange now back to life. He has Clea at his side, and they're gonna have some magical adventures together. And it's kind of nice to have a Marvel couple that is actually together and having like adventures together. It's fucking refreshing, I gotta say. Next up, we have Venom, Lethal Protector from Dave Michelinie. This comic is part of those Marvel Lost Adventure books that they've been doing, these miniseries by old classic writers doing like these lost adventures. And this one is set during Venom when he was the Lethal Protector in the West Coast, San Francisco, I believe. And yeah, nice, some nice classic Venom. So this should be fun. Dave Michelinie is always a writer. I will always like, yeah, let's see what you're up to today, Dave. So there you go. Finally, we have Bloodline, Daughter of Dracula. This is a miniseries introducing Blade's daughter, which this is going to be fun. Like, I'm curious because I don't know who the mother is. I don't know who the mom is of this character. So I want to know who that is. Also, I did hear somewhere that it is going to play like a role in Blood Hunt, which is the upcoming vampire event at Marvel, which is basically Marvel versus vampires. Like DC, like they just looked at DC versus vampires and went, "We can do that, but we'll do it in main continuity." Yeah. So there you go. Those are the books that Chris has sent me. He did say that there was going to be 8. Unless I misunderstood, there was going to be 8, but 6 came in. So I don't know about the other 2. And there's 3 more that are coming after Christmas, and after that, there's another 6 that will be coming shortly afterwards. So yeah, this is part of all the Marvel haul Chris has sent me, and then sometime in January I will get to independent book. He will be getting into the independent haul, which could be a vast array of books from like I imagine IW, Boom, Image. Yeah, that one's I'm curious about because the indie books. I'm sure he's going to go like all over. He is going to go all out on the Image books, especially. And you know, Chris, I know you're watching. Thank you so much for these books. I always greatly appreciate those books, the books that you send me, they are always they're a great help to the channel, and I always appreciate, and always, it's surreal to me that I have a friend that's like willing to do this for me, and it's, proud to call you my brother, man. I'm proud to call you my brother, bro. And remember, we got 2 months. 2 months till a month technically till MegaCon. Yep, see you in February, bro. For those who don't know, Chris is coming to MegaCon, and coming to Florida for MegaCon, and hopefully, if the stars align, because shit's kind of crazy on my end, so I'm trying to do my best to get there. Sorry, I lost my train of thought because I was like, I can still get the tickets, right? Yeah. Holiday season has kind of put a burn on my bank account. So I have to, next payday, I have to make that purchase now or never. So, yeah. Anywho, one more thing I wanted to show, and this is another Marvel book, but it wasn't from Chris. This is something I got for myself as a birthday present to me, and that is Marvel Superhero Secret Wars. This is the original Secret Wars. I've read it, but I've never owned it in trade. So yeah, it's kind of nice to read this in in trade and see this book on a whole, because it's so. I've rereading it and only 2 issues in. It's so fucking bizarre, and Jim Shooter can't write fucking shit. But the thing of it is that this was meant. Secret Wars, for those who remember, Secret Wars was a Marvel event that was in continuity, but it was meant to promote a line of toys from, I believe, Kenner, and that's all it is. It's a toy promotion book. And it had major ramifications in the Marvel universe, and it was made to sell fucking toys. Can you wrap your head around that? I mean, I know it's all marketing, but everything is for marketing. Every piece of media is marketing. But a comic that has massive ramifications, this costume and everything that ensued afterwards, was made to sell a toy line. Seriously. Anyway, so that was a birthday present I got for me. Yay me. So there you go. Just looking through the comments. Comic was gold compared to what Disney Plus gave us. Did they do the Secret Wars thing? I don't know, because, yeah. I am waiting for trade in the Transformers Skybound books, but I've heard nothing but really good things from Danny Warren Johnson's Transformers book. It's been nothing but nothing but red hot, and now Joshua Williamson, apparently the Duke book Joshua Williamson wrote sold more than Marvel and DC that week it came out, and I think Cobra Commander came in close as well. So they've got a great home. They clearly have a great home at Skybound, and yeah. Have you read Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong? I've only have issue 1. I read that. I'm waiting for trade on that. So yeah, I'm waiting for trade. It's easier to keep track of. I have all the books and shelves. It's my thing. Don't question my thing. Kind of going through the comments. Yeah, Darren, I think you're thinking of Secret Invasion, not Secret Wars. The Gargoyle trade comes out in February 6th. Does it? Because Dynamite's been really like, I really hope it does, Chris. I really hope it does because like the Dynamite, almost said Gargoyles comics. Dynamite comics has been really lackluster in trades. Like I don't know what it is, but like their trade publishing has gone down the toilet hard, and I don't know why that is. Like I don't know if it's like a sales thing or there's a publishing issue, but like you're lucky if you do get trades from Dynamite in modern day because like it's tough. Like it's like I've seen like it's one of the reasons why I guess like some like Archie Comics got mad at him for, and this is a rumor I heard, is that they. Oh, thank you, Chris. Thank you. Thank you for the pre-order for the Gargoyles book. I hope it does come out because Dynamite can be, like I said, Dynamite is having these trade issue stuff, and even Greg Weisman's getting nervous about it. And poor management, that's another thing too. Oh, hello, Bizarro guy. You haven't missed much. Where was I? Yeah. So I'm really hoping they collect at least the Disney books. I know my girlfriend wants the Hades book to come out and trade. I really want to read the Scar one. The Scar one, I'm really excited. Like that, I read the first. I like skimmed through the first issue, and was like, "Oh, thank you, Chris. Thank you for pre-ordering the Wolverine versus Predator book. It's really nice. Thank you." But yeah, I hope they collect Darkwing Duck and the other like the Justice Duck and Nega Duck series. Hoping for those getting trades, and of course the Gargoyle books. Like I have to imagine Disney has to nudge them to be like, hey, we gave you our IP. Where's the fucking trade so we can make some more money off of this? When I'm jabbing you, that means do something. Scar and yeah, I read through the first flipped the first issue of the Scar series. Looks really cool. I also want to see. I also want to read the not the Cruella, the Maleficent. Maleficent. That's it. Darkwing coming in April. I hope again we're going back to the whole trade thing of like Dynamite's been really slow or non-existent on the trade department. So we'll see, bro. It's not going to be on you, man. It's going to be on Dynamite. So we'll see. We'll see if that comes out. Yeah, we already talked about the Warner Brothers Paramount thing. I'm kind of done talking about it. Oh yeah, Dark Ages. You meant the okay, Bizarro guy. You meant I really want to read the Gargoyles Dark Ages book. That's what you meant. Okay, I thought you were talking about the Dark Ages Marvel book, and I was like, oh yeah, it was a good book. Tom Taylor just fucked up. He was like, I have to go now. DC Comics needs me. Beep, 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 beep. Where was I? Yeah. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought because I was just looking for the comments. Transformers versus Invincible could happen soon. Imagine Viltrumites versus Cybertronians. I'd be down for it because Invincible's been popular and Transformers are always popular, so I could see it a Transformers Invincible crossover. I'm kind of hoping they get with IDW to do a Godzilla Transformers crossover. or TMNT Transformer, which IDW should have done when they had the chance. Have I watched the Yu Yu Hakusho TV series? Not yet. I've been busy, and I actually forgot it came. I thought it was coming out next week. I honestly thought it was coming out before the end of the year. Like, I thought it was coming out next Thursday. But it already, like, when I saw your thing, I was like, oh shit, it's already out. So I have to go, like, find time to, like, sit and watch it. So, but thank you for reminding me, Chris, because I was like, oh shit. Is it any good, by the way? Is the Yu Yu Hakusho live act? I don't want to get hurt. Yeah. Okay. I got my brother's seal of approval on Yu Yu Hakusho live action show. I trust his opinion more than IGN. I'm gonna go check it out late. I'm gonna go check it out as soon as I have time. Have you heard that Illumination and Nintendo are planning a Nintendo Cinematic? I heard that. Cool. The Super Mario movie was mid. There, I said it. They blended season 1. See, I saw the trailer and I was like, dude, are they going to do like season 1 and 2 at once? That sounds like a bad idea. Because I was like, that seems like you're rushing stuff. So, Greatest Spider-Man of time. Miles. Easy answer. But yeah, like, I was like worried because when they said like they showcased Toguro, and I was like, oh, don't do this, don't do that. But apparently it's good. All right. What do you think of the success of Godzilla -1? I think it's fantastic. Well, let me start by saying I think it's fantastic that, you know, Godzilla has been getting a lot of praise lately in the media. Box office has been really great, and I heard it's going to be in like Oscar, like there's Oscar talk. I don't know for best running for best picture, but I do know it's going to be in some slots for the Oscar apparently. Having said that, though, I don't like, and I'm not going to try to sound like a gatekeeper here, but here's the thing: is that I've seen a lot of like actual gatekeepers, you know, co-opt this movie for their own bullshit reasons, for like saying, oh, Godzilla, you know, trounced the woke movement and destroyed. No, I'm like, no, shut the fuck up. Okay? Shut the fuck up. There was literally nothing that one of the reasons why I think Godzilla did so well was because there really wasn't any competition. There wasn't any real competition in the box office aside from maybe a Beyonce movie. Slay beyond to her. But the other thing was that the other major thing was that the film is just good. The film is just really good, and the problem is that like this year has had some ups and downs cinematically, and you could say like movie studios just aren't trying. The writer's strike, between all of that, like this year has been kind of a low point for movies. So people were kind of starved for that, but then they go and co-opt it and try to make it like this is made with the intention of destroying the woke movement. I'm like, you guys clearly have never watched a Takeshi Yamazaki movie at all. Also, who the fuck is saying because Godzilla's pinky's it's a trans movement now? I'm like, guys, it's a color. It's not going to hurt you. Pink is the pink Godzilla can't hurt you. So yeah, I'm happy that, you know, I live in an age where Godzilla's getting a lot of praise and justifiable praise. It's a great movie, and I have no problem with it. but it's also getting co-opted and, you know, abused for views for these you know, assholes, and it bothers me. And then they go around and like say like it's a like, again, I can't get over the amount of stupid, because I didn't click on it, but I saw the video of trans Godzilla movement, woke movement. I'm like, he's just pink, guys. He's not. Y'all fucking dumb. Y'all are fucking stupid. Yeah. Ain't the first time Godzilla's pink either. Like Jason just said, literally, Godzilla had pink scales and had pink highlights in Godzilla 2000. This is nothing new. It's just an updated Millennium design, if anything. Is there anything you looming forward? Looking for, I was supposed to say looming for 2024. Oh, a lot. You know, everybody, you know, when everyone says 2020, the next few years here, you know, everybody scream. It's a more of a pain scream. But what am I looking forward to in 2024? Fuck all. What do you think of the Garfield movie coming out? I think Chris Pratt needs to stop, because I'm like, this sounds like a cool idea, this movie, but like, Chris Pratt as Garfield was a bad idea. I mean, Bill Murray, as bad as those movies were, Bill Murray killed it as Garfield, but like, you could have found another actor to play Garfield. Chris Pratt, I get it, he's everywhere, but like, that, when you hear his voice as Garfield, I'm like, this feels wrong. Like, it's the same thing with when I was watching the Mario Brothers movies. I was like, this feels wrong. Everyone else, the crazy thing is, everyone else sounded good. Well, no, Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong sucked, but he was like, Chris Pratt really stuck out. But everyone else, they got right, especially Jack Black as Bowser. Chris Pratt everywhere. Yep. You can't dread it, run from it. Chris Pratt arrives all the same. That's for like, Frank Welker does a great Garfield, but if we're gonna look for like star power, you know, Chris Pratt was just not the right pick. Chris Pratt was not the right pick. I don't know who could work, honestly. Someone said Tyler Perry, though. Someone once said Tyler Perry for Garfield. And I was like, I could almost see that. I could almost see Tyler Perry as Garfield. And I, like, a part of me was like, huh, I can go for that. Someone also said like, damn chair. Yeah, that's the thing, is that, you know, Chris Pratt was just star power pick. If you really wanted something like, and the other thing is that you have a lot of like, this is gonna sound weird, but I'll tell you who I think could have worked as Garfield. and who I would pick as Garfield. Keegan-Michael Key. For most of you guys who know best from Key and Peele. I think he could his style of voice could have worked. I know it's such a weird pick, but like a part of me was like, he could do it. Yeah. Dave Harbour. Yeah, that's a good one. Dave Harbour as Garfield. Why did I think of that? That's a perfect one. There you go. Kudos to Bizarro guy, Dave Harbour. And yes, Chris, the best Garfield voice is Lorenzo Music. There's no way around it. But like, yeah, Dave Harbour is. God, that's actually perfect. Fuck what I said. Dave Harbour for Garfield. Be perfect. That's all right, Bizarre guy. So why did we get on Garfield again? Yeah, why did we get? Why were we talking about Garfield? I don't fucking know. Morgan Freeman is Garfield. That's actually I would actually watch that. Am I the only one who looks at Garfield talking actually using his mouth is just wrong? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. What do I think of Family Guy? Sucks. Like the first 5 seasons are solid. 4 really, if I'm being honest. But those first 4 seasons, some in 5 and 6, are good. Everything after that, it's just mean-spirited shit. Did I play God of War Valhalla? I have not, but I did see the cinematics and the gameplay. God, that ending where he meets his younger self, that was like, holy shit, that was some heavy stuff. What do you think of the Power Rangers getting a reboot? I'm kind of against it, but like, I get it. But at the same time, I'm like, guys, come on. We've been doing this for so long. Keep going. But I get it. Mighty Morphin craze and all that. You want to go back to the well. Yeah, the murder mystery episode, I would say, in the Star Wars trilogy, Family Guy did were the last 2 like good things they did. Brian, I'm getting my secret message in the alphabets. It says, "Ooh, Peter, those are Cheerios." Have I seen Godzilla the series? Yes. Let me kind of further prove the point here. I've seen it. By the way, if we're talking about like suddenly digging up shows, did anyone see The Magician? Does anyone remember that show? It was an animated cartoon show on Fox, and it was basically a show about this dude in the future who could do magic, but it's kind of left in the air. Is he actually magic, or if he's just, you know, using he's like a superhero Mysterio? I think that's what they were trying to say, is that he was not really magic. He was just like Mysterio if he was a good guy. It was also set in the far future. And he was voiced by David K. The hero was voiced by David K., I believe. Was it Brian Dodson? Fuck it, whatever. Does anyone remember that show? Because I recently rediscovered some of the episodes, and I was like, this was real? Oh. I think it was also from the same animation department as Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd Century. I think it was from the same studio. Favorite Power Rangers villain? Zed and Vinjix are tied. Arlo. I would. That's probably my answer too, is because Vinjix is really cool, but Zed, man. So that's probably my answer too, is it's a tie between Zed and Vinjix. Oh, thank you, Chris. I wasn't crazy. See? Yeah. I think you can find some of the episodes on YouTube. I've seen at least 3. I know there's some on YouTube, so you can probably find a few. You see, the thing with Zed and Vinjix is that, like, here's the big difference between the two characters is that Zed always threatened to kill the world. Vinjix did it. Like, he did it. Action Man and Max Steel, also good. The reboot of Max Steel was also fun. Yeah. But yeah, I recently came upon like episodes of The Magician, and I was like, this was a thing. I never saw it on, because the thing is, I never saw it on the Fox Kids Network, and if I did, it's blocked out of my mind. I vividly remember Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd Century. I remember that, but like Magician, no. Like there's another show that like this was real. This was a thing. And I'm not saying I like. Oh yeah, Captain Simeon and the Space Monkeys. That's another one that made me go, this was real? This wasn't like, because I thought I made that up in my head. I legit thought I made, like as a kid, I made that up in my head. But no, it's an actual show. Cubix is that's a one that's a blast from the past. Cubix. Stop asking me that question, Red King. Pirates of Darkwater. That's another show. If you guys want to have like an in-depth conversation on a cartoon, go talk to Chris about Pirates of Darkwater. That man has championed that show for a reboot for a decade, and for like at least a decade, as long as I've known him. You know I'm right, Chris, by the way. I don't know if I have enough memory of Cubix to do a video on him, Stephen, sadly. Who works the Oscars every night? We do. We do. Who keeps the Martians under wraps? Who keeps Atlantis off the maps? We do. We do. Gotta love the Stonecutters. Have I seen Sonic X? Yes. But I vaguely remember it. Oh, yeah, that speech from Peter Cullen was a tearjerker, man. I remember seeing promos for Dinosaur King, but I never watched it. I do remember. Does anyone remember this show? Does anyone remember? Does anyone remember this show? Dinozords, not dinosaurs. Dino. I think it was Dinosaur. It was like they were Transformers, but they were dinosaur skeletons, and it was like Dino Tyranno and others. Does anyone remember that? Like it was. Anyone remember that show? Like it was. It was like Transformers, but not. It was like 2D human beings, but CG characters. Does anyone remember that one? Because I swear I watched that. Like I swear that's a real thing. No, Billy, I won't, unless I get a request for it. I can't be crazy, right? Like it was Dinosaur, not Dinos, something Dino. It was Dino something. Dinosaur. It wasn't Dinosaurs and Cadillacs. It was like. Nope. Did not catch up on Miraculous. I have stopped that dead. No, it wasn't Dino Riders, Jason. It wasn't Dino Riders. Dinozoids. That's it. Dinozoids. Yeah, it was basically a Transformers show, but it was knockoff version. It was like the robots, the Dinozoids were CG, and everything was 2D. Like all the human characters and other stuff was 2D. Yeah, Arlo, you can do that once you go on my Patreon. Yeah, you can request that. Thought you were. Oh God, lag. Here we go. Have I read the Godzilla? Yes, I did. Only the first issue. I'm waiting for trade on the others. Oh, we're not getting lag? Woo. I like your response, Warhawk. That was funny. Any hopes for Jurassic World Chaos Theory? Camp Cretaceous, the last two seasons were just kind of not good. Chaos Theory, I'm looking forward to because it's actually doing stuff that Dominion should have fucking done. So I do have hope for it. Have I read Shadows of the Batgirl by Sarah Kuhn? Sarah Kuhn? I don't know that I don't know how to pronounce that last name. No, I haven't. I'll check it out. I'll give it a look if it's interesting. By recent crossover, you mean like a year old? But like, have you seen? I've seen Transformers Earthspark. I've been liking it. Is it still going? Is it still continuing, or did they cancel it? Because I've heard two different things. Okay. Least favorite, most disliked Power Ranger villain. I would say my least favorite Power Rangers villain. And I know it's easy to clown on Divatox. It's not going to be her. She is up there from least favorite, but it's not Divatox. My least favorite one was Lothar, or was it Lothar? The one from Ninja Storm, the fucker from Ninja Storm. He wasn't intimidating. He wasn't interesting. It was really dumb. It was so cool to see Mesogog kick the shit out of him. So, and I told you, Chris. I told you that movie was bad. Don't listen to me then. I try to warn you. I really do. I try to look out for you, brother. I give you so much information and I give you so much advice about these movies. You don't listen, and I'm sorry you had to figure out this way. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to waste time on that. Lothar. Yeah, Lothar. He sucked. Oh my god, he is the worst. He was the least one. The least intimidating villain, the most least interesting villain. And Ninja Storm's cool. Like, I like Ninja Storm. The Green Samurai Ranger story arc was awesome. Cam's one of my favorite Rangers ever. But like that whole it was on your. I'm sorry. Oof. Yeah. Yeah, Lothar just sucks. I fucking hated that villain. I hated him. And it was so cool to see like Mesogog kick his ass. Mesogog again proves that like he was such an upgrade. Even the name sounds meh. It's very yeah. I would even say like, well, the concept was interesting, but like the execution was just Prince Vikar. Yeah, he sucks too. But Lothar was just boring. Vikar was a cool design. Lothar was just nothing. But yeah, Daishi, cool concept. Execution was kind of bad, but like, Daishi clan. Daishi. It's alright. He was alright. Also, the villains from Power Rangers, Mystic Force also sucked. They fucking blow. I'm hoping my Commanders make get better draft picks. We do have a new owner. Oh yeah, congratulations on the new owner. The Titans have been, they're eliminated from the playoffs. So I'm just like, just lie down, okay? You're not playing for anything new. Just lie down and get some draft picks. Also, let's fire our new GM. He's already proven that he sucks. I've lost all faith in him, and I think it is time to blow it up. We're wasting DeAndre Hopkins. Let's trade him while he's still got some time left. Get some draft picks. I would say stick with Will Levis one more year to give him like a full year. I always try to give it like the benefit of the doubt for QBs to get like 2 years if they're in a bad situation. By year one, if they show flashes, then yeah. Then yeah. But yeah, Commanders. Now the question is, Warhawk, do you think the Commanders are going to keep Sam Howell or not? Because it's basically like watching Jameis Winston with him. So do you think they're going to lie down and die and hope for a better draft because it's a very QB-heavy draft, or not? Do I like the channel Animal Planet? Yeah, I like it. I used to like it, I should say. It's been nothing but garbage now. So you're saying, Warhawk, that you want to stay with Sam Howell? All right. I don't like. I think that could work. Have I read the latest Black Sad book? I actually own Amarillo. I actually own Black Sad Amarillo. My girlfriend owns the other book, A Silent Hell. We read both. Like, we basically bought one each. We haven't watched. We haven't read the part one, like the first of the two-parter. We haven't read those, but I really liked Amarillo. Silent Hell was great. Silent Hell was a great story. But yeah. Favorite Animal Planet shows: River Monsters, Lost Tapes. The word got away from me. Lost Tapes, Most Extreme. Most Extreme. Those ones come to mind. No, it's been bad. Not because it was owned by Warner Brothers, because the shit was going on before the Warner Brothers thing. I've heard a lot of that where it any updates on the Infinityverse fix? We are working on stuff, but we don't get paid for this shit, and we have our own lives. But we haven't dropped. Jason and I have not dropped the Infinityverse. It's just been hectic for us, especially since I got my ass kicked this whole week with my job this week. So yeah, and I'm trying to write my own book that I will actually make money off of. So yeah, but we haven't abandoned it. We have no way abandoning it. We always come and we keep coming up with ideas to work on it. So, and we want to keep going back to it. So no, we have not abandoned it. Oh yeah, Crocodile Hunter, Dogs 101, Prehistoric Park, all of those were bangers. I don't know when they'll introduce All Fall Down Part 2. Have they even talked about like the release for All Fall Down Part 2 for that series? Bit of both, Noble. Bit of both. Detective Conan, yes, I have. Thoughts on the Scream situation? I am not going to talk about it. It is beyond me, and I am just a guy on a camera. I have no say on the matter. I have no say on the matter. Yeah, like Jason said, Tony, we're working on stuff, and we're not abandoning it. We're not abandoning the story at all. Life just kicks us in the balls a few times. Multi. Ugh. AI art. You really want to discuss me? Show me AI art. I'm not really a creepypasta fan, Steven. Nope. Sorry, Warhawk, I have not. Well, at least it's next year. Bizarro. I'm sorry, I'm like having this other conversation with Bizarro because like he's the only other guy I know who likes Black Sad, that comic. Brave Wilderness. I watched some of the videos of Brave Wilderness, obviously the Sting Zone videos, but like Coyote's kind of damaged his brand after the Bigfoot thing. And also, like, I think the stuff is getting to his head. So here's the problem with watching modern day YouTube channels in general, not just him, is that sooner or later you're gonna run into, like, I always have this thing of like whenever I find a new YouTube channel I like, I'm just waiting for the controversy of such and such person, or did you know about this person and what they did? Like, Jesus fucking Christ, guys. Some of y'all are it's really hard to like get invested in a lot of these channels because you always have that fear of when they fuck up. And what's LGR? What the hell is LGR? I do know also Comic Pop stays away from a lot of controversy. They're very middle of the road. So I like them. But there's always that fear of like, God, please don't be assholes. There was a lot, I do mean a lot of channels I used to watch that were a lot of MLP fanfic readings, and they were good quality. But then, all this stuff got aired out like a lot, and I just slowly but surely, one by one, they were all like, I'm backing away from these guys because they're, I'm backing away from these guys. Okay, that's lazy game reviews. Okay. Yeah. I also still go back time to time to angry video game nerd James Rolfe. He does feel he does like whenever he's not with the other two fucking idiots on his channel, he does feel like he's trying to be authentic to a degree. Especially when he does his Godzilla, he did his recent Godzilla -1 review. He clearly has a lot of love for the media. I did also watch his Jekyll and Hyde review when he brought the game back, but yeah. I've never cared about the Paul brothers, so don't. I'm not the guy to ask. Yeah, he did. It was the Jekyll and Hyde video where he did a parody of The Exorcist. It was actually well done. I actually thought it was funny. And again, Angry Video Game Nerd has had his shit, but he's never done anything like monumentally bad. Like, yeah, he doesn't write his own scripts anymore. I get it. He's a busy dude. Like, also, he if he could shed those two assholes that he does on those podcasts, if he could shed those two, it would be so much better. Because I feel like when he does these off the cuff reviews for stuff like his Nosferatu and Godzilla -1 movies, it feels authentic. Like that's what I enjoy. Is that he clearly loves the media. Angry Joe, that's another guy I was just like, dude, I don't know if I like you or not, because he just comes off too much of an asshole for me. And I've seen him like off camera where he is very unlikable for me. If you like him, that's fine. I got no problem with that. But like me personally, Angry Joe, don't care. Same thing with I do like Clint's Reptiles. That's another YouTube channel I enjoy. Again, like I always watch a YouTube channel with the fear of God, please don't be an asshole or worse. Yeah. Yeah, Nostalgia Critic did kill his reputation. But yeah, Clint's Reptiles, really enjoyed it. I've also loved his Dino-sember. He does every year where he does dinosaur-centric videos. Basically, Clint's Reptiles is about this guy who's like a zoologist. And it's like Mr. Rogers, but with animals. Oh, cool, Bizarro. I'm just like, dude, I don't know if I can like that guy anymore. Well, it's not so much as being biased. It's more like, are these guys going to be like preying on children, or being disrespectful to people, or letting their ego get in the way, or doing horrendous shit to people, like defrauding them, or scamming them, or just being a piece of shit human being. But when the cameras come off. So that's always my thing, is like whenever I watch a new YouTube channel, I'm like, I hope you're not an asshole. I'm not gonna I never get emotionally invested in YouTubers' lives, because I always like mentally prepare for that. I watch Dangerville, yeah. I also like Goji Center, because I know that's going to be the next question. Yeah, Goji Center, I also enjoy. I've been liking their Monster Face-Off videos. I think the next one they're going to do is like Arx Giga versus Skullcrawler. The Bill Cipher death battle, yes, I did. And I was like, Bill's going to win this fight. Bill's just going to win this fight. He's just he's more. You know what would have been a more interesting fight, honestly? Would have been a much better fight for Bill. Mr. Mixel Pitlick. Mixus Pitlick would have been a much better opponent. Not to discredit Discord, but like he was way underpowered compared to Bill. honestly, like if I was to like pick, you know, who should fight who, I would have put Bill against Mixes Pitlick and the Impossible Man versus Discord. Who would I pit in Punisher in Death Battle? Did you see the books, Alex? Yeah, Jason, I did. Yeah, I'm excited. For those who don't know, they are coming out with it. Alex Hirsch, the creator of Gravity Falls, is coming out next year with a Bill Cipher novel about his life, and it's going to be meant for older readers. I think that's really cool on so many grounds, mostly because it is meant for an older audience. So yeah, it's nice to see. You know, it's always cool to see that. Discord versus Q2 on the nose, probably, yeah. Actually, I'm going to tell you guys, since we're on the subject of death, going back to Death Battle real quick, I'm going to talk about some Death Battle fights I really want to see in the future. First and foremost, this is one I've been begging for. For every time I'm on the channel, like I go to the Death Battle channel, I try to like type this in low key. Cell from Dragon Ball Z versus Amazo from DC Comics. Two androids who like absorb other people's abilities. And I know what you're thinking. Amazo's not that powerful. You should read some more comics. So yeah, Cell versus Amazo has always been my number one to see. The other would be Katara from Avatar: The Last Airbender versus Frost from Mortal Kombat. Nina Williams from Tekken versus Sonya Blade from Mortal Kombat. I also want to see Freddy, Nightmare on Elm Street Freddy versus Morpheus from aka Dream from Sandman, or the Corinthian from Sandman. And yeah, those are kind of the ones I kind of want to see. Those are the big ones. That's a good one. Pyron versus Blaze. That's a good one. See, I would put. Oh, Yelena versus Anna. That's not a bad one. They already did Thanos versus Darkseid. I don't like the size difference between Destroyer and Perfect Cell. Yes, I did do the Justice League Ruby review. Favorite Death Battle episode, I will say probably my favorite Death Battle episode. That's a tough one. I did like the Thor and Vegeta one. Thor and Wonder, both all the Thor fights they had were pretty boss. Those are the ones that come to mind. Anyway, well, I think it is time to hit the dusty trail because we are losing light, and I don't know Yeah, and it's been over an hour, and I'm like, I'm getting kind of tired, and I still want to do some more videos. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for coming on here, being a part of this video and this live stream. I know it's been a while. So yeah, hope you all have a hope you all have a good night. Happy Yule to you all. And other than that, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the multiverse.